Hello everybody, Red here, and welcome back to another RWBY reaction. Today we are watching Volume 8, Episode 6, titled Midnight. Okay, the description is 2 words. It's time. And the thumbnail is Cinder and Emerald. Yeah, it's time. Midnight, it's Cinderella story. So we're getting our Cinder backstory finally after what, 7, technically 6 years, because she really wasn't a character in the first season. Yeah, this is gonna be exciting. Don't really have too much to talk about from the last episode. I kind of rambled a lot in the last episode, and I'm still in pain. I want to make that very clear. 1 week was not enough time to get over that episode. I was literally like just sad and bummed out for 3 days straight after that one. So if they can manage to hurt me more in the season, honestly, they've earned it. It was rough. Something about the scene really got to me. I'm not really sure if it was the combination of Penny and her saying goodbye and all the imagery and the music combined with the message and everyone's reaction to that, because the more I thought about that, like, I was so caught up in like, oh hey look, that person's back, being excited that like it took me a while to think about like, okay, wow, yeah, okay, Saffron just heard that the place where her brother is, where she tried to ask him to not go because she could tell something was bothering him, the place she let him go is now under attack. Sun, the last time he saw Blake, was telling her that she didn't need him anymore, that she would be fine with just her team, and now she's in a clearly dangerous situation, and I'm sure he wishes he was there to help. Trying to think. Ilya, same deal as Sun, but also found out that the White Fang was being manipulated by these people, and that the cause that she spent so much of her life fighting for was not even for what she was hoping it would be. Trying to think of, Glinda, who watched this kid who she met 2 years ago, who wanted her autograph, just popped up on global TV to say she's a huntress and that the Illuminati is real, and told everyone to ask Glinda about it. So that was probably a bit of a shock for her. And then I think the one that's the most like heartbreaking was obviously Ty, because he hasn't seen Ruby in literal months to a year now. He hasn't talked to her since she ran away. I don't think that those letters ever really made it to him from the sound of it. Yeah, because Yang would have known where she was. Yeah, so like she mentioned she sent letters during Volume 4, but clearly those never made it to him. So he literally hasn't heard from her. He knows that Yang is supposed to be with her, keeping watch over her. Yang's not in the video. Crow is supposed to be there, keeping an eye on her. He's not in that video. He just sees his daughter telling the world that they're in danger, and then it cuts off, which is the worst part, is that it cuts off mid-sentence. So for all he knows, Atlas is already destroyed, and that's why the signal went down. So yeah, it was a lot to take in, and I'm excited for what this episode is gonna hold. Cinder is about to probably face some punishment here because she fucked up. And granted, like she is what, 1 for 3 against Maiden so far, I guess. And I think like, yeah, she's still caught up in her own like projecting her feelings onto other people. She's saying that she serves nobody and calling Penny a pawn when she is very clearly being forced to work for Salem. When she was fighting Winter, she talked about how all Atlas operatives wanted was power when she is literally there to get more power. Yeah, so hopefully we get to dive into her psyche a little bit, and I can just watch a backstory for a character that is meant to be evil, and I don't know, if they try to make me sympathetic towards her, I don't know how well it's gonna work. I mean, I'm sure they'll get me to like feel bad for her, but I don't see a redemption arc in Cinder's future. I see an understanding arc, like letting the viewers get understanding for why she is the way that she is, but that alone I don't think is going to be enough for redemption for her. She's going to have to do a lot to make up for the things that she's done. I don't really think it's possible. Also, hopefully maybe Emerald will realize that Cinder is treating her the same way that Salem treats Cinder. There's just a lot going on in Villain Land, and it seems like that's the type of episode we're going to get. Yeah, I think that's enough for an intro. Again, thank you guys all for watching my previous videos. I really appreciate it. I know I'm not exactly consistent with my uploads lately. I'm a little bit behind, but hopefully after this one, I'll be caught up by the break. So thank you for your patience on that. And yeah, just go, of course, as always, watch the original video. I think that's all I've got. Oh, yeah, just another shout out I mentioned at the end of the video, but I was so zoned out that I forgot the name. But shout out to Taylor, Penny's voice actress, because she was amazing last episode. I don't think there's any anyone would argue about that. She really gave her all into that episode, and both the emotional moments and the dramatic like fight moments, the screams, the efforts, everything like that were just phenomenal. So shout out to her. She did an amazing job. But yeah, anyway, so go, before you watch my reaction, as always, go watch the actual episode. It's out on First. And by the time you're watching this video yourself, it'll be out free for the public on Rooster Teeth's website. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Let's dive on into the episode. Okay. I'm not ready. We said goodbye to all the things we loved. Gave up our lives just to find that it was not enough. We leapt in faith, left our solitude, our carefree peace. What we thought would change the world was just a childish dream. We failed to stop our own demise, the tragic ends before our eyes. Hope has no place here. Maybe the path that leads our way home will finally clear. Maybe the end we tried to avoid is already here. Some roses will never bloom. Some dreams will rot on the vine. Some lives will end much too soon. Some evil will never ever die. Some wars will not end in peace. Some heroes choose the wrong side. Sometimes it's worth it all to risk the fall and fight for every life. All right, Cinder, what do you got for us? I'm strapped in. Okay, there's the brushing again. Oh, we're diving right into her origins. Yeah, she's actually going with the grain this time. I saw someone mentioned earlier. Oh. Was that? Oh. Okay, so she's just getting bullied. Okay, so she's, yeah, just straight up servant of some kind.
I'll take her.
Oh. Oh, so she's from Atlas. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, she's not from Atlas, but she clearly spent a lot of time in Atlas. That makes sense why she's so bitter towards Winter and the Atlas operatives. Okay, so she's straight up just like a maid or a servant. I'm liking the music. Oh, she's drunk as fuck. Up there's the stepsisters. Have they not given her a chance to shower or anything?
Make sure the laundry is folded, the dishes are spotless, and the floors are clean enough to eat off.
Yep, that's about right.
Food.
Oh, She probably, yeah.
Now hurry and get to your chores.
Well, yeah. This is about what I expected. You don't turn into someone like Cinder without some, like, horrifically uncool things happening to you into the past. Alright, we got a Cinder song. Oh, God.
Shut your mouth and do your chores. Scrub the dishes in the sink.
Ooh, boy.
Said that you should think. Shine the silver, wash
Huh.
the clothes, and when you're finished, darn the socks.
Yeah, see, she's like, I don't think she realized that she's basically...
Hurry up, you're so slow. You're no good. I hope you know that
Yeah.
your life is of no use, and the truth is that no one's ever loved you.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't know if she realizes she's in the same position now with Salem that she was back then.
Pretty nice, huh? Would you look at that?
Huh. Okay, so some huntsmen. Oh, alright, yep.
Just a spot.
Yeah, that's about... There's her semblance. Whoa. Oh, and we do not serve faunus sign. That's, yeah, that's about what I expected. Okay. Yeah, yeah, this is fucked up. Fuck Atlas, honestly.
Say it!
Without you,
Oh my god.
I am nothing.
So she is literally in the same position with Cinder.
What gives? Someone took my damn sword.
I apologize for the inconvenience.
Oh.
We'll help you look for it.
Okay. So she stole the huntsman's weapon, I guess maybe to try and escape?
No, that's not yours, is it? I'm not here to hurt you. I've seen you around, and I think it's safe to say you're not getting the most.
Okay, so is this like her
fair
Prince
treatment.
Prince Charming or something?
I can't really blame you for what you're thinking.
You don't know what
But hurting them isn't going to make your life any better.
Yeah.
You could run, but you're gonna be running for the rest of your life. Or you could find another way to handle it.
Like you can do whatever you want. Go wherever you want.
How old are you?
10.
Wow,
And you're gonna
damn.
Be like us.
I wonder how long ago
Be a
this was.
huntress.
Like, how old is Cinder now?
Then we
I
got
mean-
about 7 years
For what?
to train you for the huntsman exam.
Oh, shit. So she trained to be a huntress. Interesting. Alright, so he left and then... Then what? Did she keep training on her own, or... Oh, he came back eventually. Okay. Well, I like the music in the background. It's more like an uplifting version of her leitmotif, which is that part in what's it called? The All Things Must Die. That little part of it. All right, yeah. It's so literal years this dude kept coming back to train her. So obviously something didn't go well.
Just a few more years and you won't need your guardian's permission.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be free.
Yeah, so she really what she just wants is freedom from
We found something.
this awful, awful person.
She has a weapon.
Oh, yeah, there's midnight. All right.
Hello? Anyone?
Ooh, that's not good. Ooh.
You're right. Without you, I am nothing.
Oh, shit.
But because of you,
Yeah, you,
everything.
she did not have the right, mental stability to, be taught all this stuff.
I don't want to have to run now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her.
That's all you'll ever do.
I don't blame her for snapping. It's unfortunate, but she, like you said, she wasn't handling things in the best way possible. I don't blame her for that, but it's definitely not okay. All right, so we get Cinder's first real fight. That's gonna be interesting. Oh, what's it called? Yeah, semblance. Wait. This is Awake. This is just straight up an OK Goodnight song. What the fuck? Oh shit. Yeah. Well, that explains a lot. Damn. Ooh, yeah. I mean, doesn't excuse the actions, but it at least gives them reason. It's kind of what I was expecting.
You're awake. I was so worried. How are you feeling?
You brought me back here. We failed.
Yeah.
Cinder, you were hurt. I was just trying to help.
I think she's had enough help. Besides, she went against our queen. I'd be careful who you back.
Cinder's hunch was right. If we'd had support, then maybe we would have.
Would you stop trying to protect her already? She doesn't
Yeah,
care
Mercury's already
Both of you, get
out.
out.
He's already kind of drank the
I'll let you
Kool-Aid, I
know
think.
when
He's
you're
with
needed
Salem now.
next.
Yeah, about that. Salem's got other plans for me. I'm not gonna be taking
Yep,
orders
he's
from
not
you.
part of the Cinder Squad anymore.
She wants everyone on the bridge. Something big is about to happen.
Yeah, probably not good for Cinder. Maybe the river is gonna come into play now.
I'd like to express again that this is my burden to bear, not yours. His grudge
Oh,
has
okay.
me.
I thought this was going back into...
No, it'll be even worse. He's holding back with me.
Oh, Oscar.
I understand, I do.
Yeah.
But you've done so much already.
I mean, Oscar's
The
gonna
least I can
feel
do
the
is give
pain
you a
no
break
matter
and try
what.
to get us out of here.
We can't leave yet. This is our chance.
Maybe you've taken one too many hits.
Salem. She knows she can't take on the whole world at once,
Yeah,
so she doesn't.
she's trying
She
to...
has her followers work their way in, sabotaging us from the inside out.
Maybe we should do the same. We certainly are similar,
Huh.
you and I. Maybe
So...
we have been presented with an opportunity.
So what's his goal? To, like...
Great.
Oscar, please.
You don't need to fight this war, kid.
Yeah, but it's
Tell
still
me what I
his
need,
body.
and we can be done.
Hello, Hazel.
Coward! All this time, it could have been you.
Yeah, but it's still Oscar is gonna feel the pain when he wakes up ever. It's still Oscar, I think, too.
Tell us how this.
I think Oscar's still acting here.
The boy has suffered enough.
Why do you follow her?
Okay, so he's trying to get through to Hazel.
I know. I know how you see me. But her? Look at what she does. How is she the answer? Why not stop her?
Yeah, this is a...
Can't be stopped. She's a force of nature.
Yeah,
I've seen it firsthand.
that's what she does.
You
She
send children to their deaths.
Breaks people and then just
for a
uses
cause
them.
that you know has no victory. No
Yeah,
end.
I mean, he...
Someone has to try. Salem isn't a force of nature because Salem can be fought. Unless she brings the relics together. If that happens.
Ozma. You have wonderful timing. The show is about to begin.
Oh, fuck. I don't like that. Huh. Alright. There's the Hound. Alright, so Tyrion Hound theories are not correct. Glad we got that one out of the way already. I wonder if Hazel... Alright, so they're off kind of on their own because they're
good news.
subservient to Cinder.
Tyrion has heard from our dear colleague.
Yep, Watts did contact them after all.
Although he remains in captivity, it seems that he has worked with Ironwood to gain some control over the puppet masquerading as the Winter Maiden.
Fuck you.
I suppose he remains useful after all.
Yeah,
Speaking of which...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she was just like, yeah, Watts doesn't matter. Ah, there it is, yup.
You chose to disobey my specific instructions. Just to fail again.
Yeah, it's
And I
all the
realize
same.
It's all my fault. You've fought your whole life unwaveringly for what you want. And here
Yeah.
I am holding you back. Instead of lifting you up.
Alright, so what's her play here?
You deserve so much more than I've given you. Go to Atlas. Recover Watts. He can lead you to the girl. Whether you or my hound get to her
Okay.
first, you will finally have the Winter Maiden's power.
Hmm.
And I will have my staff.
Yeah, I don't like that the Hound is going to be looking for
Bring
Penny.
about the end for all of you.
Thank you, Oscar. Yeah, I mean, Oscar knows... He,
Just not work? How do we even know we can trust Watts?
Oh, fuck. Oh, there's too much happening.
She appeared to be malfunctioning. This is why I don't trust technology. Now we're wasting our time searching for broken junk.
Nope.
Enough.
She is a person.
You're Atlas Elite. Act like it.
Ma'am? We're picking up an open comms broadcast.
Play it.
It's headed straight for Mantle. I repeat,
Oh, okay, there it is.
Massive Grim is headed straight for Mantle. Please, anyone.
Okay, so they're gonna stop and grab these three. They don't have much of a choice.
You guys.
Did you hear our message? It's right there. We need to hurry.
Where's Penny?
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
There are people in danger.
There are people in danger because you kids are acting selfish.
Harriet, shut up. Oh boy, and here it comes. Okay, so that's the river coming in, yeah? And they're in a crater. Oh. Oh. Ah. Well, that's one way to get Grim into fuck. They're gonna break the things that are keeping Atlas up. That's bad. Well, you can't shoot at fucking Atlas. What do you, oh god. This is gonna be bad. Yeah, oh no, they're taking down the shield. That's... Well, they're fucked. Can you please stop working against each other now, maybe? Maybe?
It's time.
There it is. Are they sending in the storm? Is that... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. God, that thing is huge. Oh, God, I I don't like this. Oh no. It's episode 6. What the fuck? Okay, I know I kind of like lost focus during that very dramatic, intense fight. I was not expecting an "Okay Goodnight" song in RWBY. There it is again. Especially one of my favorite ones. This is from their new EP. Okay. Alright, so we finally got our Cinder backstory. And it's about what I expected. She's a wretched piece of shit because people treated her like a wretched piece of shit. And now she doesn't have any healthy way of dealing with things. And Salem is just feeding into that. Even though she's in the exact same situation, Salem is giving her praise-ish. She's tricking her into thinking she's being treated fairly. And that's why, like, Cinder hasn't actively rebelled against her or anything like that the way she did with, her, whatever that was, her family, ex-family, step-family, fucking bullshit people. Although it does beg the question if maybe, I don't know, possibly she is taking that she can't run part to heart, so she's just trying to become like Salem or as powerful as Salem, and then take what she wants. I don't know if that's what she's aiming for or what. Yeah, who knows? Trying to think. And then, alright, so Jean, Ren, Yang have to team up with the Aesops now because Atlas is fucked. So I don't know if Penny is still going to be the priority. Maybe they'll be able to get in contact with the rest of the team and split up again and do their thing. But God, there's a lot happening, and we're not even at the mid-season break yet. Like, I cannot reiterate how much it is still episode 6 right now. Okay. I don't even know. I don't know at this point. I really, Oscar is in so fucked up right now. I don't know if he'll be able to get through to Hazel. I mean, I guess, I mean, they've been there too. They've seen Salem and thought that the fight was hopeless. And it took a lot to kind of work past that and understand that, okay, well, we have to keep fighting. If she hasn't won yet, then clearly there's something that must be able to stop her out there. And that makes sense. Like, if she was truly unstoppable, why would she have not just destroyed everything by now? Why would she have waited and had to work this hard to get what she wants? So the assault on Atlas is starting. Oh God. Hopefully the cavalry can get here in time. Penny's still out there somewhere. Hopefully they can find her. I don't know. Maybe that could be it. They'll send the Aesops back to Atlas, and Winter will help the 3 that are the John Ren Yang search for Penny out there. And then that's how she'll kind of try and break away, tell them that Ironwood is fucking losing his mind and is not, they made the right call to not work with him. And then we've got, I don't know what the rest of the team's plan is right now. I don't know if they're maybe gonna have to try and meet up with everyone else at some point. There's a lot going on, and I don't know what to expect anymore. Okay, well, we got the Cinder backstory. I know that's what everyone was looking for to get, and she can be tortured with the Grim Arm, which makes sense. It seems like as great, I think, as good as a storyline of Mercury kind of seeing the situation Oscar was in and realizing how much it kind of resonated with his own in the day. I don't think Mercury's that person right now. I think maybe eventually if someone can get through to him, but right now he's very much has worked his way into Salem's inner circle, and he's kind of shut that part of his, I guess, like, he's kind of shut the sympathy part down, or the empathy part of his brain down, I think, at this point. Otherwise, he wouldn't still be here. But yeah, I really do appreciate that Oscar is desperately trying to get any member of that team to turn. And if it's going to be anyone, it's going to be Emerald, I think, because Cinder still refuses to treat her with any sort of respect or kindness. Or possibly Hazel, because Hazel really has the least stake in this fight. He just knows that he can't beat Salem and just wants to beat the shit out of Ozpin. I would be curious to see if we could maybe get some more details on Gretchen's last mission and see, like, if Oz can explain the, I don't know, the backstory behind it, or what really happened, and maybe that'll convince Hazel that things are okay, or at the very least maybe Oz and Oscar can convince Hazel that he doesn't have to work with them. As long as he works against Salem, he can do what he wants, and he can still hate them as much as he wants. He doesn't need Salem to enact revenge on Ozpin, especially because Ozpin is already dead. He's already part of Oscar, and Oscar had no part in this fight. And then B, like, he's already getting what he wants, unless he wants to straight up kill Ozpin. Again, he doesn't need Salem for that anymore. He knows how to get to him now. He knows that he is just a small 14-year-old boy that he could easily find on his own. Yeah, Alice is fucked. I thought they were going for the stabilizer lifty things, but they were just going for the shield. I thought they were gonna just straight up drop it on the mantle. Okay, well, Cinder is getting one last chance. I get the feeling that Salem's kindness is really only gonna be, you know, if Cinder comes back with Watts, good for her. If she doesn't, if the Hound gets to Watts first, then I think it's probably gonna just take care of Cinder on the way then too, or something. Something bad's gonna happen to Cinder. Please find Penny though. I don't like the idea of her being just sat out as a small, like, her charred remains just sitting out in the tundra. Oh god. There's so much going on. We have 8 episodes left in this season, and we're already hitting, like, phase 2 of the Battle of Beacon with the fucking dragon popping out of the mountain. Like, that's where we're at right now. I'd like, parallel wise, we started this season at PvP, and we are now about to go into Heroes and Monsters. And that leaves a lot open for the rest of the season, and it's terrifying, and I don't really know if I can handle it. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to probably rewatch this one a little bit, really let it soak in. The last episode is still in my head, I'll be honest. It's gonna be for a while. That one really got to me in a way I didn't expect it to. So, alright, cool. Got our Cinder backstory. We've got the phase 2 of the season. I'm excited to see where things go. If RWBY could stop taunting us on Twitter, that'd be greatly appreciated. I don't need the added stress. Thank you, Eddie. I really appreciate it if you would stop doing gifts before each episode. Thanks. I mean that jokingly, of course, but they do like to tease us with things, and I know it's all in good fun, but it doesn't help my blood pressure, Eddie. Alright, so I think that'll be a good place to wrap it up. Let me know what you guys thought of this episode, how you enjoyed it, where you think things are gonna go, what's gonna happen to Cinder. And I don't know, give me any predictions you've got for the rest of the season, because I got nothing at this point. But thank you all so much for watching again. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next episode for the mid-season break. Later.